they actually move together. And so that's what we saw in 2022. We saw them both crash, and that had everyone scared because they're like, okay, what do we do now? Where
do I hide?
So I think that's actually the right rate that you should use for the inflation. I mean, we know that CPI has its problems with its methodology. I don't think it accurately reflects the rate of inflation. I think the best way to think about it is that inflation is a monetary phenomenon, and that you should look at the rate of the M2 money supply growth. And so that's about 7 to 8%. So I think that's actually your hurdle rate. And then if you're thinking about even further, like it's kind of like for businesses, it's like you're an investment manager, it's like the S&P 500 almost. Like that's kind of your hurdle rate too, because that's like another option. But if I'm just thinking about like inflation, that's what you should be beating. You got to beat 8%, and so every year. And so there's not many assets that have actually been able to do that, and Bitcoin is one of them.
Now, when you use that number, obviously during the pandemic, when the official number spikes to over 9%, let's say, are you thinking, okay, the official number is 9, so add another 7 or 8 on top of that, and that's your real number? Or like, how do you think about these like spikes? And the reason why it becomes interesting is if you think that the world is going to become more inflationary because of the debt problem, then actually 7 or 8 is what it's been doing